Cusers, welcome back for round two. So who is ready to play? I know I am, and I hope you guys are ready to win. I am your host, Poppy Miller. You can follow me on Twitter at on all social media to stay up to date on all the happenings from our highly secret bunker right here in the holy city, Charleston, South Carolina. Also, a quick reminder, April 2nd, file that date away in your minds because that is the day we are launching our brand new game mode. You don't want to miss it. It really is going to be so much fun. $500 is the grand prize tonight, and here's how you can make it yours. There are 12 questions in the game. You'll have 8 seconds to answer and 3 choices to pick from. The questions will range from answerable to just a little tricky. If you get the question right, you'll advance on to the next round. Make it to the end, you'll win or split the cash. But not to worry, even if you do get eliminated, then keep on playing for leaderboard points. And to sweeten the deal, when you refer a friend to sign up for the queue and they use your referral code, then you both get a free life to use on questions 1 through 11. So tell all your friends to sign up for the queue using your code right after tonight's show. So bring on the trivia, $500, 12 questions. Let's get to it. Cue question number 1. Which baseball team is not based in New York? The Mets, Yankees, or Red Sox? That's right, there are multiple MLB teams based in the Empire State. In fact, there's a pretty big debate in the Big Apple about which one is best. You tend to root for one over the other depending on where you live, but the odd one out here is from Massachusetts, not New York. It is the Boston Red Sox. So if you're a Yankees fan, then you certainly nailed that one, because there's no way you would allow the Sox to enter your home state. Well, it looks like most of you nailed that one. On to question number 2. Whose castle is often associated with Disney World? Belle's, Cinderella's, or Ariel's? Now, it's featured a lot in those Disney animations at the beginning of movies, and it's become something that people think of instantly when they think of Disney. And for the pretty penny, you can even visit it for yourself when you head to Magic Kingdom. It is Cinderella's castle. The clock hasn't struck midnight on you all just yet. The ball is still going strong as we head over to question number 3. Now, let's switch gears and head over to a bit of retail. Brandy Melville sells music, clothes, or furniture. You only really ever see these stores out west, but even so, I bet most of you can take a good guess on what they sell. And if you aren't sure, then just take a guess. You might surprise yourself and get it right. This store sells clothes. Nice work, everyone. You guys are 3 for 3 so far, so keep it up. Next, we're talking about my favorite subject, food. Well, kind of. Bring on question 4. In Nickelodeon's Rugrats, what is Tommy's last name? Pickles, cucumbers, or spinach? Okay, so it might be more about cartoons than food, but you get my point. You all remember Tommy the adventurous baby who always kept his trusty screwdriver by his side to lead his friends into all kinds of wild adventures. His last name was, of course, Pickles. And if you said cucumber, well, you're kind of right. I mean, you're halfway there. It is a cucumber pickle type thing, but that is not his name. That didn't knock out too many of you though, so let's keep moving along. Question number 5. Cellophane is made from paper, plastic, or cellulose? Don't overthink it. What does the word kind of look like? That might be a big hint to what the answer could be. You've probably seen this before in packing materials when you're moving or you're shipping something out. It helps keep all your belongings from banging around, and it is made from cellulose. Yes, the stuff from plants. That's a little biology throwback there for you all. Nice work, Houston. We're still going strong as we head over to question number 6. Cartography deals with maps, baskets, or photography. Now, maybe you've heard this term before, or maybe this is the first time you've ever seen it. Either way, you've got a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right, so see if you can figure out what this deals with. Maybe a few of you adventurous Qsters in the crowd tonight do this professionally. It deals with maps. They're map makers, and what a cool job is that, am I right? I mean, I've never even thought about that, and it would confuse me so much, but to all those that do it out there, I take my hat off to you. You guys did so well onto that one. Let's keep moving. We're into the second half of the game now. Question number 7. What would a chandler make? Iron links, candles, or saddles? Now, if this isn't a job title that you see too often these days, but I promise you they are still out there. In fact, I think many of us would be pretty sad if there weren't. After all, a lot of us love to buy the product of their labour. Who doesn't love unwinding with a glass of wine and a nice scented candle? After all, they're candles, and sometimes they even make soap too. All of the self-care goodies. Sounds like a fun job if you ask me. On to question number 8 we go. We are doing so well tonight. What is the name of Annie the orphan's dog? Max, Phil, or Sandy? Now, there was a song about this pup actually, although it was kind of mean, but this pup didn't care. He loved Annie no matter what, and honestly, what a good boy. So how many of you remember his name? That's right, it was Sandy. And with that, we are one step closer to the money, money, money. Hang on in there, everyone. We are almost to the end. Question number 9, and time for a bit of food history. The word barbecue came from which word? Barbacoa, Barbados, or Barbarossa? And I mean, all words have to come from somewhere, am I right? So how many of you know where this delicious one came from? A way to prepare meat that is common in the Caribbean, and from this word we got our modern day barbecue. I am talking about barbacoa. And yum, who doesn't love a good old-fashioned barbecue? I know I do. And with that, let's head on over to double digits. It's time for a bit of literature. Question number 10. Who was Ada Lovelace's father? Robert Burns, William Wordsworth, or Lord Byron? She herself was actually a very early mathematician who proposed a very, very, very early version of the computer, which is totally wild considering she lived in the 1700s. I mean, computers didn't come out for another 200 years after that. Absolutely nuts. And her father was the writer Lord Byron. Nice work, Custers. You all nailed that one. And with that, let's head to question number 11. Almost to the finish line. Who was the founder of VidCon? Hank Green, Anthony Padilla, or Jenna Marbles? Well, it was actually founded by two people, one of which you probably know for a few famous young adult novels, and the other founder was his brother. Is that enough of a hint for you all, or do you still have absolutely no idea? I am talking about Hank Green, and his brother, the other founder, was John Green. Yep, that guy ring any bells yet? Alright, well with that, we are on to the final question of tonight. You get this right, and the money is yours. Which South American country sits on the coast? Paraguay, Bolivia, or Uruguay? Now, there are only a couple of nations in South America that are totally landlocked, so which one of these is not one of them? I'll even give you a hint. It borders the Atlantic Ocean. Do you know? Get those answers in quickly. Time is running out, and this is it for the money. It is Uruguay. And that's it. Congratulations. There we have our winners tonight. You guys are taking home your fair share of $500. So congratulations. Celebrations. What a way to end the day. But if you didn't quite make it, then no worries. You've got another chance to win tomorrow. Same time, same place. You don't want to miss it. But for now, don't forget to follow at the Q Trivia on all social media. Congrats again to all of our winners. Thank you guys so much for playing. Have a great night. Toodle pip.